when you get to college, it's not gonna be that bad. If you were somehow prepared before with like classes and time management, things like that. The only thing I feel like I can do more in college is be more engaging with certain events because I see in my email and my remind that I get sent certain events and I just like glance over them sometimes. Some of them I tap on it and then when I get to school I'm just like, oh yeah, they were doing this event. Or sometimes I'm like, what is this? And then people would tell me, I'm just like, oh yeah, it's for this. I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm just like, I need to look at this stuff more because then sometimes I'm just walking, I'm like, oh, there's food. Oh, everyone's over here. Oh, let me get a plate. And then I just don't even know what's happening. And then sometimes when I do know, I'm actually involved. Like, we had a Black History Month events this month. There was what was it? It was like a slam. It was some get down. It was something with get down in it, and then my English professor, he's like the chairman of the school. He made a speech about how he's seeing people being involved in like Black History Month, and he doesn't have to ask like why aren't there people here and stuff like that because a lot of older people think the Zennials like me would not really care about stuff like that or be involved. And it was good to see people like us getting involved. And then after the DJ played music and people ate and drank, I had just got sodas. I didn't really eat because I ate before that. My dumb behind. I paid money for food when I could have got free food. But yeah. And then I think after the speech, after the speech, I was doing a public interview with my colleague Rebecca, and she was recording, and I was the interviewer, and then we were doing a Black History Month trivia, and it was interesting to see what people knew and what people didn't know. It was kind of funny too, but yeah, it was a good experience. Like when you get to college, just try to try to be involved, you know, and meet different people. Like I'm part of the honors college. The honors college is a certain scholarship program. It's for 2 years. You're an honor student. You have to maintain a 3.5 GPA. You have to be involved, have a leadership role. Um, Obviously do work, get good grades because of the GPA. Um, there's a lot of opportunities though. Like when we have colloquiums, you have to attend colloquiums, the mandatory ones, because they have optional ones also. But yeah, it's a lot, and we're like our own little sanctuary, our own little clique. Like sometimes I forget that when I have classes that aren't just honor students, I forget like, oh yeah, like there's like normal college students in this class. And because most of my classes is just amongst other honor students, and that's why we feel so like close together because of that program. And so I'm saying that to say like get to know other people that are just in the college, that are just around you, that don't have classes with you, that may be majoring in something other than what you're majoring, or the same thing, like whatever. And talk to the professors because they've been here longer than you, so they know something, and they could probably help you with getting into other schools or doing assignments and stuff like that. But yeah, like I would say like be active in school, man. Like not like physically like sports, but just be engaging and be involved because it can be fun and you never know what can happen. even if you're not like feeling well and you just want to go and watch and see what's happening, it's good to do that too. Also, we have like guest speakers and people giving speeches and stuff like that. And those can be opportunities. Like, in February, the Divine Nine of these Greek formed sorority and fraternities came, and they were talking about how you need to know yourself before joining one. It's important to get involved in the community service, giving back to your community, and forming the sorority or fraternity. And it doesn't make you, you make it. Anyways, but yeah, those I I took notes. I asked them a couple of questions, and now I get to research them because I would have never known about them if I didn't go to that event. And my teacher was actually in one of the fraternities. That's what fraternities and sororities. He's in the fraternity, and I wouldn't have known that about him if I didn't go to class that day, or if I didn't go to school that day, or if I just didn't even go in there and see that we had to meet in there instead of class today because he was speaking. And that's kind of good. Like when you have a teacher that's like very important, sometimes they have to do important stuff, so then your class might get canceled or something. And you get to experience something with your teacher, or maybe not with your teacher, you just missed class. But yeah, that was good. And we had another speech too about STEAM,